Hey, St. Louis, welcome back to This Week in St. Louis. I'm Bryce here with your weekend rundown. We are officially in that early December sweet spot. Thanksgiving is behind us, the holiday season is fully in motion, and the calendar is starting to fill up with neighborhood festivals, Santa events, concerts, markets, and nights out with friends. This weekend has a little bit of everything. You can bounce from Webster to the Hill, cheer at bull riding or dirt racing downtown, run for chocolate in Forest Park, grab brunch with Santa and Fredbird, and then end the night at a Christmas pop up bar or light display. So, if you are trying to squeeze in holiday magic before things get really busy later in the month, this is a great time to do it. So, let's get into it. This week in St. Louis is presented by Hoffmann Brothers. From heating and cooling to plumbing, electrical, water heaters, and even EV charging, Hoffmann Brothers is the crew you call when your home needs help during cold weather season. They have been serving St. Louis families for over 40 years. So if your furnace starts acting up or you finally are ready for that upgrade to the system before the holidays, head to hoffmanbros.com and they will get you taken care of. Big thanks to them for supporting local stories like this one. Let's start with the neighborhood events because this weekend is stacked with cozy, community centered holiday traditions. Over in Webster Groves, you have a full lineup. On Friday, the Holly Jolly Holiday Fest at the Benny Gordon Recreation Complex brings a tree lighting, photos with Santa, kids' crafts, hot chocolate, and a toy drive supporting Siteman kids at St. Louis Children's Hospital. Admission is free. You just pre register and bring a new unwrapped toy if you are able. Then on Saturday, the Old Orchard Holiday Festival keeps the momentum going with a full day of shopping, dining, and performances. Santa and Mrs. Claus make an appearance in the gazebo. Local choirs and performers bring the music, and the day ends with a tree lighting in Gazebo Park. While you're in the area, pop into the shops in Old Webster invites you to check out local vendors inside participating businesses, which makes it easy to knock out some gift shopping while you explore the neighborhood. If you want a little more market style shopping in West County, the Crossing in Chesterfield hosts its artisan market on Friday evening. This one is warm, family friendly, and mission driven with over 40 local vendors, live Christmas music, kids' crafts, fire pits, s'mores, food trucks, and even an outdoor Christmas movie. And a portion of every purchase supports a local nonprofit through Love Ministry Community Outreach. If you want more local flavor, the Muni is hosting its holiday pop up shop on the Muni grounds. You can shop limited edition merch, pick up chocolate collabs, gift cards, and items inspired by next summer's shows. It is a fun stop for any theater fan on your list. On the south side, the Benton Park Holiday Party takes over Bluewood Brewing. This is part neighborhood party, part membership drive, part fundraiser. Expect Bluewood food and beer, raffles, a silent auction with local goods and experiences, and even photos with Santa. It is a very St. Louis way to do a holiday party. In the Cortex District, you have the Christmas Holiday Extravaganza. It is a family friendly celebration that centers Black owned local businesses. There are vendors, photos with Coco Santa and Mrs. Claus, hot chocolate and coffee from Latte Lounge, kids' crafts, holiday music, and a Black Hair Care drive that supports the Little Bit Foundation. It is a great mix of community joy and giving back. The Hill brings two great holiday events. On Saturday, Christmas on the Hill offers visits with Santa, cookie decorating, kids' crafts, and that unmistakable small town charm this neighborhood does so well. And on Sunday, the Christmas night market shuts down Daggett for our European style street market with lights, vendors, festive drinks, food, music, warming stations, and kids' activities. Yes, all of that is there. It's one of the most atmospheric night markets of the season. On top of that, you can swing by Lamier Sculpture Park for their holiday pop up shop. Local makers set up throughout the park. There are fire pits, food and drinks, and it's a great way to shop while wandering through the sculpture trails. If you want to keep things close to home and centered on neighborhood charm, this weekend is full of options. If you are in the mood for something louder, bigger, and a little more energy, there is plenty of that too. At the Dome at America Center, the Gateway Dirt Nationals take over with indoor dirt racing. They build a tight, semi banked dirt track inside the dome, pack it with late models and open wheel modifieds, and the result is close quarters racing that keep the energy high the entire time. It is one of those events that is way more intense in person than you expect. Over at Enterprise Center, professional bull riders bring the Pendleton Whiskey Velocity Tour back to St. Louis. There are some of the top riders in the sport taking on serious bulls, and every single ride is a full shot of adrenaline. If you're looking for a night where you are on at the edge of your seat, this is it. For something a little sweeter, literally, Sunday morning in Forest Park is the Hot Chocolate Run. You can sign up for the 5K or 15K. Run through the park, then celebrate with post race chocolate, fondue, and treats at the finish. It is a fun way to balance out holiday eating with some movement, and you still get rewarded with sugar at the end. If you want to pair sports with Santa, Cardinals Nation is hosting Brunch with Santa and Fredbird. It is a big brunch spread that covers both breakfast and lunch, plus a Bloody Mary bar and bottomless mimosas options for adults. Kids can get their faces painted, make a letter to Santa, and take photos with Santa and Fredbird upstairs. Brunch includes admission to the Cardinals Museum, too. And if your family loves time on the water, PJs and Pancakes with Santa is happening on the riverboats at the Gateway Arch. You show up in festive pajamas, climb aboard for a pancake breakfast, and hang out with Santa while the boat cruises the river. It is a cozy, very photogenic tradition if you're looking to start something new this year. If you're more in the mood for concerts, markets, or a fun seasonal night out, we've got a lot happening across the city. At Stifle Theater 93.7, The Bowl is hosting Santa Jam, a one-night acoustic show featuring Brett Young, Alexander Kay, and Graylin James. There are VIP and meet and greet options, plus it all supports their boatload of toys drive for youth in need. So you get a show and a good cause in one night. On Sunday afternoon, the St. Louis Children's Choirs present Illuminate at Powell Hall. This concert brings all six ensembles together for a program of festive carols, holiday favorites, and winter-themed pieces, all in the newly renovated Powell space. It is really a beautiful way to lean into the season, especially if you love choral music. If shopping local with a drink in hand sounds better than a traditional mall trip, you have two strong options on Sunday. At Four Hands Brewing and Holiday Bazaar returns with a wide mix of vendors from candles and jewelry to prints and crafts, all set up inside the brewery. A little later, Urban Chestnut's Midtown Beer Garden hosts the Winter Market, a reoccurring Sunday market where you can shop local makers, drink beer, and watch for a surprise visit from Krampus. Over in North City, the Dutchtown Holiday Night Market and Light Show kicks off its holiday series this Saturday. Local vendors set up near St. Anthony Church, while the Laser Light Show lights up the building, creating a neighborhood block party feel wrapped in holiday spirit. And for the theater lovers, the Muni Holiday Pop-Up Shop takes place on Saturday morning at the Muni. You can shop limited edition merch, chocolate collabs, gifts inspired by next summer's shows, and pick up season tickets or gift cards. It's a fun in and out shop for anyone who has a Muni fan on their list. Now let's talk about everything that is not tied to just one weekend, the big holiday experiences you can plug into your schedule whenever it works. Around the region, you have the major light displays like Garden Glow at the Missouri Botanical Garden, Wild Lights at the St. Louis Zoo, Brewery Lights at Anheuser-Busch, Holiday Lights at Grants Farm, Wonder Lights Christmas at Worldwide Technology Raceway, Winter Wonderland at Tillis Park, and St. Charles Christmas traditions along historic Main Street. Downtown, Winterfest continues in Keener Plaza with ice skating, igloos, s'mores, DJ nights, character visits, and movie screenings throughout the season, all set against the backdrop of the Arch. At Union Station, the Polar Express train ride is still rolling, and inside the aquarium, Scuba Claus is making regular appearances in Shark Canyon. City Museum is in full Weirdly Wonderful Holidays mode with festive lights, circus performances, and plenty of reasons to climb around like a kid. If you want to layer in something a little more adult this weekend, the holiday pop-up bars are officially in full swing, and St. Louis has a lot of them. Think over-the-top decor, themed cocktails, and those only in December photo ops. You've got classics like Cocktails and Claws at Four Hands and Peacemaker, up on the rooftop at 360 downtown and in Westport, Moose Mug Lounge at the Engad Arts Hotel with its full National Lampoon theme, the Sleigh Shed at Union Station, and the Chalet atop Le Meridian in Clayton. You can also check out newer festive concepts like Cane at Steve's Hot Dogs, a family-friendly candy cane themed experience with hot chocolate, s'mores kits, games, and cocktails, or the iced fountain at the Fountain on Del Mar, which transforms into a winter wonderland through early January. Then there's the big citywide favorites, Santa's Speakeasy at Hidden Gems, Miracle STL, Sippin' Santa at Planter's House, Cozy at the Garage, Tinsel Tavern at Ballpark Village, Lit at Molly's and Soulard, Avalanche at Work and Leisure, and the Floating Sleigh on the riverboats. And if you're in the counties, you've got great options too. Toasted Chestnut at Public School House in Cottleville and Bling at the Wolf Cafe both go all in with ticketed experiences, live music, and some of the most over-the-top decor you'll find. Basically, no matter where you are in the metro, there's a holiday pop-up bar probably within 15 minutes, so you can make it a whole crawl if you're feeling festive. But we have a new spot for you to check out. The team behind Lazy Tiger and Yellow Belly just opened a new cocktail bar and restaurant called Extra Wavy. They had such great cocktails, and you have to try the lobster donut, wavy burger, and whipped ricotta. There are so many tasty food options on the menu, so go check it out and be sure to tag us on Instagram at STL Bucket List if you go. But from neighborhood festivals and Santa brunches to bull riding, dirt racing, chocolate running, choral concerts, brewery markets, light displays, and Christmas pop up bars, this weekend is peak holiday season in the Lou. If you make it out to any of these events, tag us on Instagram at STL Bucket List. We love seeing your adventures. Big thanks to Hoffman Brothers for making this show possible. New episodes drop every Thursday so you can lock in your plans. I'm Bryce, and this has been This Week in St. Louis. See you out there.